Welcome to 35 Ways to Boost Cash Flow Fast. Proven strategies to grow your service-based business and seriously boost revenue. Welcome to this free training. I'm Randy from randypierce.com, and since 2008, I've been coaching women soulpreneurs, women coaches, consultants, creatives, and spirituals how to align their business to their soul's purpose, to their passion, and profits. It's my pleasure to be here to be of support and guide you through these 35 ways to boost your cash flow. I've actually been an entrepreneur for about 25 years, so I am not new at this, and I have been at this a long time, kids. So I'm excited to share proven strategies that I have used in my own business. They're the same strategies that I use today and teach my clients how to leverage as well. This training is for women coaches, consultants, creatives, and service-based spiritual entrepreneurs who crave solid strategies to grow their business and exact action steps to boost cash flow. What you will learn here in this free training are actual steps and strategies you can apply. None of this is theory. It's all been used by myself and my clients at one time or another, and they work. If this is you, you are definitely in the right place. And thanks for being here, by the way. Since that's you, let's go ahead and dive right into the content. Let me start by saying there are no magic pills for instant success. The truth is, being an entrepreneur and building your business takes work. I will say that business success is built over many months and sometimes even years of work and sometimes even hard work. However, this does not mean that you cannot create major breakthroughs quickly. I've done it. I teach my clients how to do it. And some of these strategies that you will learn in this free training, you can apply immediately for quick results. I know this to be true from my own experience and the results that my clients create learning these very same strategies. I've been able to attract paying clients very quickly using these exact strategies because it really comes down to taking a few strategic moves that always work. See, boosting cash flow basically comes down to two business principles. These are principles that basically come down to getting paying clients or increasing product sales. Number one, create what you want. Here's the first way to make money and to boost cash flow. Convince uninterested prospects that they need what you have. This is what I call inside-out creation and marketing. This basically means you create what you want, and then you build your story and your compelling marketing around the reasons why they should invest in something that you created from your heart, from your soul. The other way to boost cash flow is to simply solve a specific problem with one or multiple people in your community. So it's not that this isn't soulful, it's just that this is a practical application of creating a soulful solution to their problem. The difference is that you're creating it from the outside in. You are spotting a specific problem in your community and you are creating a solution to eliminate or at least alleviate the problem that someone or multiple people are having. That's it. Just two principles to remember about creating cash flow ever. That's it. Create what you want from the inside, or do outside-in creation and marketing, where you go to your market, find out what their problems are, and provide solutions that eliminate or alleviate those issues. So, which principle works best for you? If you are a creative or a spiritual entrepreneur who is internally driven, intuitively driven, or you feel a very deep desire to express your creative nature, then creating offers that feed your soul inside out, that allow you to express your soul's calling, to express your heart's passion, to express your life purpose or your life's mission. Then creating what you want, again, inside out, creation and marketing might be the best option for you. On the other hand, listen, if you just want to get down to practical terms and know that you have ready and willing buyers ready to invest in your offer, then you might want to create an outside-in product. That is, an offer that eliminates a specific problem you know that the people in your community are dealing with. This basically means, listen, you can sell products either way, but with this second principle, the benefit to that is that you already know that the objection level of your prospects is probably lower than what it would be if you were creating offers from the inside out. There is no right or wrong choice, but I will tell you that you will need to market to your tribe and prospective clients in specific ways. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more. So again, here's principle number 1. Listen, if you want to offer products and programs that you create from the inside out, listen, you can do that, and it is possible to do that in an easy and graceful way. However, the one obstacle you may run into is convincing them to purchase something that they don't necessarily intellectually understand that they want or need. Just a little bit of information to keep in mind. With principle number 2, this typically means minimal buyer resistance, which is something that we talk about as business owners as you continue to grow your business and as you continue to go to 6 and 7 figures. You will need to take this buyer resistance or buyer objection into consideration. Listen, it's not that you can't convince them to purchase something. It's that when you provide a specific solution to a specific problem, buyer objection is typically a lot lower. Now, timing, packaging, and pricing can also affect your results. Say, for instance, someone in your community you know is really struggling with attracting paying clients, but you've always been able to do it very easily, and you have a system for doing that. Well, knowing that there is at least one person in your community who struggles with this, you can probably guess that there's about 50 more who do. So if you create a solution that they themselves are already aware of, and you price it at, say, $97, which you've researched and know that that is an easy or low objection price point that will be able to create multiple sales with very little effort, then you're probably going to rack in, say, 100 sales with very little effort. However, let's say your market, you've done the research and you know that they still have this problem with attracting clients, and you can show them how to do that, but you price it at a price point, say, at $9.97, which you're not sure that they can afford. Then it's not that you won't get sales, and it's not that you can't convince them to invest, but you will probably have to make more effort. Just something to think about. You definitely need to do your research, you definitely need to understand your market, and you definitely need to weigh these two options. Principle number 1, do you want to create something from the inside out that feeds your soul and then figure out how to sell them that offer later? Or principle number 2, do you just want to go straight through all of that stuff, figure out what they need, what they're willing to pay for it, and offer it to them? Really, there is no right or wrong. It's completely up to you how you want to approach it. I would actually recommend you use both strategies. Ultimately, I do believe you can sell anything to anyone if your communication and the value of the offer is communicated effectively enough so that there is little or no buyer objection. And again, you do need to take into consideration things like timing, packaging, and pricing. And you want to inspire your buyer that they need what you have. This is the end result for any principle or any strategy that you use. You want to essentially inspire them to sign up. You want to inspire them to take action, even if perhaps initially they're not even interested in your offer. I myself have done this. I've purchased programs that initially I thought, oh, well, I like this lady, I like this guy. I've seen their stuff before. I've gotten value from it. I'll just jump on this webinar because I don't have anything else to do today. I'll see what they're talking about and I'll just hang out and maybe I'll learn a thing or two. And guess what? I've ended up being a consumer when I had no intention to, because their communication in effectively conveying the value of the investment and effectively inspiring me to purchase is the reason why I purchased it, without even initially being interested. With that in mind, let's go ahead and dive into these 35 proven ways to boost your cash flow, and I'll walk you through each step and give you at least the starting point to get started with, okay? Let's go ahead and dive in. Number 1, create an offer from soul that lights you up. I've done this time and time again. Listen, I am a soulful, intuitive, internally driven gal. I need to express whatever is in me in some form or another through my business. It's just who I am. And those of you with a life purpose of creative expression or self-expression or inspiring the masses will also feel this deep inner calling to simply create what lights you up. Now, as a soulful gal who does this quite naturally, I actually ran my business and ran even a 6-figure business at this level. I will say that as we get into the content, I'll show you other practical ways to make sure that you have backup systems and alternative ways to generate cash flow, because I do believe at some point this kind of offer will limit you. You'll run into buyer objections, you'll run into limitations in your communication that will essentially pinch off your cash flow. But in the very beginning, listen, I say go for this. I did this for many years in my business and I always had clients at some time to some degree. So there's nothing wrong with doing this. So again, for those of you who are creatives, spiritually connected, creating an offer from soul that lights you up is one of those ways to really find out, number 1, what your mission is, what your life purpose is. Maybe you're going to attract a completely new tribe of clients by simply following your heart. It's an amazing thing, and I've seen this over and over again in my business. At least once or twice a year, I just launch a product just for the hell of it, because it's what I want to do. And I'll give you a specific example of how this unfolded. Back in August of 2014, I was really in a rut with my business. I loved the women I was coaching at the time, but I was feeling the next level of my calling, but I wasn't quite sure. The idea or the details hadn't quite landed, and I didn't quite know what I wanted to do from there. So what ended up happening is I thought, you know what, heck, I want to get to the next level. I can't let go of this thing that is calling me. So I'm just going to launch it. And you know what I did? And I launched a 10-day cash flow challenge just for the heck of it. It was free. I launched it within 48 hours, and within 24 hours, I had about 24 women inside the group. That 10-day cash flow challenge, which would actually be a launch pad for going back to six figures, finding renewed energy and inspiration inside my business. It would also be the start of the next level of my business. And the amazing thing is that in that piece of inspiration, the women in that challenge actually generated over $12,000 in sales in 7 days. I was blown away. And I've used this process many times before and many times since then to just give myself creative space to say, this is what I feel called to do, and I'm just going to do it because it's fun and I feel like doing it, and whatever happens, happens. I know that on the other side of this, I will come out happier, clearer, and more fulfilled personally. Method number 2, create an offer for a specific prospect or community member you know you can help solve with a specific solution. So create an offer for a specific prospect. This is key because you're going straight for the jugular. You're not messing around, and you will often, I can't say every time, but you will often, using this approach, receive very little or no buyer objection. Again, if you're able to price it right, package it right, get it in front of the right people at the right time, listen, it's almost an instant sale. This is something that I've been doing in my business for years. I've been an entrepreneur for 25 years. I've built over 12 businesses over this 25-year period. And every single time in the very beginning, with no list, with no prospects, with no paying clients, this is one of my first steps. I figure out who is around me right now, and I want to know what they're struggling with and if I can help them. And if I can, I create a specific offer for a specific person, and I offer it to them. Now, this not only creates instant sales, I mean, this is something that can happen within an hour. If you just give yourself permission to focus, make an offer, and do it effectively. It can also help you understand a lot more about your tribe and the people that you are attracting. Because typically speaking, if you have one person in your community who is maybe even just a community member at this time, they're not even a prospect or a lead. If you have one person dealing with one specific kind of struggle, chances are you have more of those exact situations in more people who are directly connected to you. So not only do you help this specific prospect solve a specific problem and create an instant sale, you often learn a lot about your community and the people you're attracting and how you can better serve them for greater business growth and cash flow. Number 3, also something I have used time and time again over my 25-year entrepreneurial career. Reach out to past clients and make them an offer. Now, I will say the first thing you want to do is, number 1, reach out to past clients and just open the conversation. Don't start with the offer. Don't lead with a sale. What you want to do is just reach out to them and say, hey Susie, I know it's been 6 months since you finished up your coaching program. I hope you're doing great. I'd love to know what you've been up to, what kind of results you're getting, and if I can be of service to you in solving any specific frustration you're dealing with. If so, please reply to this email. Let me know what you've been up to. Let me know how I can help you, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. It's just very much a conversation opener. Again, you do not want to lead with the sale, because that's an instant turnoff. Now, I will say, if you've worked with a client time and time again, if you've worked with them, say, half a dozen times over the last couple of years, listen, just reach out to them and say, hey, it's been 90 days since you wrapped up your program. I really love working with you, and I'd love to support you in continuing getting the results that you can be excited about. If you're interested, based on your experience with me before, I do have another 90-day program, and I'd like to offer it to you at, say, a 20% discount if you sign up today. It's easier to lead with a sale or go directly into an offer when you've worked with someone time and time again. It's not necessarily the thing you want to do with a past client who's only worked with you one time. So just be honest in your communication, be honest in your conversation, and lead with authenticity and, hey, I'm just checking in to see how you're doing. It really goes a long way to just be authentic. Number 4. Market a limited or one-time offer or discount. This is something that I've been leveraging in several areas of my business. This is one of those cash flow boosting strategies that helped me create a $40K month this past May. It was my best month in business ever up until now. And one of the things that I really leveraged was this urgency and a little bit of limited or one-time offers or discounts, again, in several areas of my business. You can do this with past clients. You can do this with prospects who have sort of fallen off the sales chain and they haven't purchased anything. You can do this with clients who have purchased a product, but what they really need is a coaching program to really get the results that they're looking for. And you can limit it to a certain number, say 3 or 5. I've found that those numbers work pretty well. Of course, if you have a list of 10,000, 20,000, or even 50,000 people, you can say something like the first 25 women, right? You can increase that number. But if you have an average size list, say 2,000, 2,500 people, go for a smaller number. I've found from my own experience that the smaller the number with a community of average size does pretty well. So limit the next 5 women to sign up, or you can make it something like a one-time offer. So let's say, for instance, you signed up for this free training. Maybe at the confirmation page before or when I send you to the replay page of this training, I could also make you an offer of, here, you can replay this training at any time on this page for free, or download the full MP4 video file plus the MP3 plus a handy dandy worksheet or workbook that leads you through each step for $17. That would be a one-time offer, and you could do that in a way using tools that you can find in Infusionsoft or Ontraport or even HubSpot, which is another CRM. You could also use it through Leadpages or ClickFunnels. That also would give you the capacity to do that. But a one-time offer basically means once they navigate away from that page, they can't ever get that offer again. Maybe you want to offer that full deal, right? The video file, the audio file, plus a comprehensive workbook for, say, $47. But for a one-time offer, they can get it for $17. And again, this is completely up to you. I have found that when you really understand what your community responds to, you know how to prompt them to get them to take action in the direction that you want them to go. For some communities, Really hard line scarcity tactics work. For other communities, you've got to be much softer, or you've got to rearrange the funnel in a different way so that it's, something that they're not expecting. But to be honest, I've found that the items that I've talked about specifically with this option have worked well for me, right? Limit 3 to 5 spots, make it a one-time offer or a one-time discount, and it works incredibly effectively for my business, and I know it will for yours too. Number 5. Follow up with prospects and leads. This is huge, and this is where 99% of women stop. There can be a very difficult juggle when you are a solopreneur. So in other words, when you are the only person working on your business and in your business, follow-ups with prospects and leads get put down at the bottom of the list, because the truth is you've got to focus on generating more cash flow and you've got to serve the clients who have already signed up. Typically, that leaves very little time to do anything else, from accounting to bookkeeping to setting up your funnels to following up with prospects and leads. But I can say that if you continue to go out of your way to communicate with them on a regular basis, someday you'll find yourself at the right place at the right time when they are ready to take action and they're looking for a coach or a product to help them. And they choose you because you're the one who has been following up with them every 6 weeks for 6 months. It's amazingly effective. Is it time consuming? Is it investing in a relationship? Absolutely. But I can say it does pay off. This is where 99% of women fall short in their business. And it's because of that that you can actually use that to your advantage. In other words, be the 1%. Be the 1% of the people who do something and invest their time in building a relationship with their prospects and leads, where 99% of the other women out there don't. Okay? That will set you apart. Number 6. Ask colleagues, friends, and family for referrals. This is very simple, and this is one of those things that is right in front of your face. It's right in front of your face. All you have to do is ask for help. I was actually talking about this with my community members recently. It took me a long time to ask for referrals. It took me a long time to ask the people who are directly around me to support me and say, hey, I'm a coach who helps these kinds of women solve these kinds of problems so that we can help them create these kinds of results. Do you know anyone like that? And would you mind just sending them my way? Here's a free training that I recommend. If you could just pass this on to them, I would greatly appreciate it. Or you can, if it's okay with them, give me their email address, right? If they say it's okay to contact them, send me their email address and I will reach out to them directly. Now, it took me a long time to actually feel okay about asking for help, but the truth is you cannot build your business and grow your revenue without other people. You cannot do it on your own. It's exhausting doing it on your own, and you don't have to. So do whatever you need to do to get to a place where you feel okay with asking colleagues, friends, and family members, if it's appropriate, for client referrals. Because the people around you, you're going to need them to support you, to get as many feelers out into the market as possible, to get in front of as many prospects as possible. Okay, don't do this alone and don't be afraid to ask. I think you'll find more times than not, they're actually happy to help you. Number 7, Offer past and current clients a special deal to re-sign with you. This is another highly effective process. And again, I've been using it for years in many of my businesses. Here's the thing. It is about 90% easier to re-enroll or to upsell or downsell an existing client than it is to acquire a new client. I'll say that again. It's about 90% easier. It's also less time consuming, less energy consuming to re-sign existing and past clients into the same program, an upsell and or a downsell, than it is to acquire a new client. If you can build a solid relationship with your current and past clients and then offer them a deal to continue working with you, now here's where you want to pay attention, because this isn't a blanket offer and you don't want to blanket market to your clients, because listen, they know when you do that. They know when you do that, and it doesn't feel good. So this is where you're going to have to really pay attention to their specific needs. Figure out how you can help them get to the next level. If they are really struggling with mindset, then you need to offer them an opportunity to master that. So you wouldn't offer a client who needs support with mindset into a Facebook ads product or program. It just doesn't make sense, and it's not personalized. You need to understand what their issues are, what they're struggling with, and how you can help them, and then place them in the right offer. Put the right offer in front of them, and then offer them a special deal for signing up. I actually do this with my e-coaching clients. My e-coaching program is typically 90 days. It's 90 days of virtual coaching. And it's great for me because it offers me a lot of flexibility. There's no phone call schedule. There's no coaching calls. It's all done virtually. And I respond to them when I have time on my own schedule. So it's one of my favorite coaching offers because it allows me the flexibility to travel and, to not have to worry about my travel schedule to figure out where I need to be for a coaching call. Not to mention if I'm on the other side of the pond, right, with an 8-hour time difference, I don't have to have a coaching call at 3 a.m. So it's very convenient for me. It's very effective for my coaching clients. I love it. They're getting good results. So anyone inside the program before their 90 days is up will receive a special offer from me, usually a 20% discount if they sign up again for another 90-day program. And I really only offer that to the people that I want to work with. That's the last thing I want to mention. You don't have to offer anyone anything. If you don't want to work with them, don't offer it. If they are great clients and you have a great relationship with them, absolutely. Just give them a special deal for signing up so that you don't have to hassle with it. It saves you time, it saves your energy. It produces more opportunities for you to learn how you can best be of service to people, how you can help your clients get better results, and it eliminates all the hustle that goes into signing new clients on. You already have prospects for future offers right in front of you right now. Number 8, create a client referral rewards plan. Now you can do this formally or informally. There are lots of programs that you can purchase. A lot of them actually run through your WordPress site that will allow you to activate essentially an affiliate program, but you set it up like a client referrals plan. So if past or current clients refer you to other people who end up signing up for something, then your clients get rewarded for referring you to someone new. And I usually, when someone is referred to me through a friend or a past client, I usually give that new client a small discount just because it's my way of saying, thanks for trusting me. Let's go ahead and do this. So everybody wins, everybody's happy. And again, I still give my all. I treat those new clients just as authentically and generously as I would my past clients who are referring them. Now, you can do this informally by simply emailing your current and past clients and say, hey, do you know anyone who is dealing with this specific issue who desires this result? Because I can help them. And if you send them to me and they sign up, I'll send you a 20% referral fee once they pay in full or something like that. It's very simple and very effective. And again, you just have to ask. Most people are happy to work with you again, and most people are happy to refer you. Number 9. Create a community affiliate program. Now, this touches on something that I actually mentioned earlier, where you could technically use an affiliate program or affiliate software to set up a client referral system. This is a little more formal than the example that I gave you earlier, in that this is a program or a membership site that you could set up, usually through your WordPress site, where you have whoever signs up is available to become an affiliate. Now, this is a program that will require specific software, and I do recommend having someone on your staff who is available to track the results and maybe keep up with the people who are signing up for your affiliate program, and also serve as a customer service rep for those people, because you don't just want to let these people sign up or let anyone sign up, which sometimes they do. If it's an open-ended affiliate program, you probably want to monitor who's signing up and who's sharing your stuff, only because you want the best of the best. You want people who are like-minded and are going to send you quality leads. So setting up a community affiliate program is really quite formal, and it can grow quite quickly. So you want to make sure that you have a staff member or a virtual assistant who can help you monitor and manage that program. Again, because you just want to make sure that the right people are signing up, the right people are sharing your stuff, and sending you the right kind of leads. But once you have this program up and running, listen, you could be receiving hundreds of referrals every single week.